I randomly got placed in a photography class in high school. I'm from here. I moved to the Bay Area. And then when I came back from the Bay Area, they were like, well, we don't have no electives, but photography. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I didn't want to be in it. I had no friends in that class and getting in that class. And it was cool. Like, the teacher was cool. He was hella chill. He gave everybody, like, DSLR cameras. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Fucking expensive ass shit. Like, do we have, like, insurance or, like, what's up? Because we broke. But yeah, from there, he kind of like taught us like the basics of like lighting and photography. And I was like, cool, this is dope. So I had my mom buy me like a little red, like handheld camera.
I thought she bought you a red, like a...
Oh,
red. I'm like, damn.
I wish.
Oh, shit. I was like, okay.
First camera
starts off right.
This one was like $56.99 at Best Buy. Oh, no, not even Best Buy. It was Circuit City.
Oh,
yeah.
OG.
Yeah,
Shout out to
OG.
Circuit City.
Yeah.
Rest in
And
peace.
with that, I kind of just
Ty
like...
Lopez owns it, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think he bought it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
No, he
way.
bought Radio Shack. I'm sorry. He bought
Oh,
Radio
okay.
Shack.
Dude,
Okay.
I was like, it's coming back. But from there, I like would take pictures of my friends, or we'd do like choreography at like my friends' like sleepovers, and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna film everything. Like, okay, 1, 2, 3, and just like it was just me and the camera, and then everybody just around me, and so I'd film everything. I still have footage from that on my photo bucket. Yeah, from there, I had a homegirl after high school who was like, I'm selling like a Rebel T3i. And at that time, I was like, that's dope. So I bought it off of her, and then I would just take pictures of like my daughters and just like random shit, flowers and like whatever. And then one of my homies was like, yo, I know you have a Rebel. Can you come to this event? And it was like an 18 and over spot in Palm Springs. And I was like, sure, whatever. And I had no equipment. Like, I just had the Rebel with the 18 to like 70 kit lens.
Yeah, the kit lens.
And then like the pop-up flash. And I don't know what the fuck I did, but the pictures came out so fucking dope. And they're like, dude, those pictures are sick. Like, you did such a good job and blah, blah, blah. And so the guy who was running that event, his name is Jacob Lopez. And I'm sure you know who Jacob is. And
Yeah, I know.
he's just a...
Shout out to Film Gold.
Yeah, so he's a huge
the
homie
best,
of mine.
yeah.
But at that time, he was working for 55 Mil, which Chucky Millions, who's like a huge director, and like he did like music videos for Nipsey Hussle, and he's just amazing. So he ran that business, and Jacob worked for him, and he was like, I need help. Like, can you help me? Anyways, they came out sick, and after that, I was like, oh, I could really like do this. Like, maybe I'll try it. So I hit up Mike McCormick from Zelda's. Like, I emailed him. And I was like, hey, I'm an upcoming photographer. I would love to shoot, like, a night at your nightclub. And he was like, cool, like, come through. I was like, it's for free. Like, I don't want, like, don't pay me, whatever. It's free. I'm just learning. And he was like, okay, cool. The pictures came out so trash. They were awful. Like, I didn't know my settings. Like, I didn't know anything. Like, I fucked it up. But for some reason, they liked it. And they were like, oh, can you come back next weekend? And I was like, okay, cool. So I was on fucking YouTube and Vimeo and like trying to learn shit. And I was like, okay, how do you change the settings? Like, what's like low light settings? And I try to like just pick up and like try to learn things from there. And 10 years later, I'm here.
I was going to say, like, what year was this when you guys started? But like 10 years ago? Kinda.
Yeah, it was like 2011, 2012. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's when Jacob was already... He was doing all those videos for like DJs and stuff back then.
Yeah, he was killing it. Yeah.
He's been killing it for 10
Yeah, I know. I feel old.
And then, so that was all in the Valley, and or you ended up moving out of here?
Yeah, so...
Because you were also like, I seen some of your stuff that you were doing for like concerts and stuff now, or for like an artist.
Yeah, so, okay. So my sister ended up, like, she lived in LA. So she lived in Oakland, she moved to LA, and I was like, that's my opportunity to fucking get the fuck out the desert, you know? Like, I'm moving with you. So we ended up, like, looking for an apartment, whatever. I ended up moving with her and my 2 daughters. So imagine, single mom, 2 kids, like, little. And we just ended up moving to LA, and I'm just trying to, like, find my way in the industry, which is hard as fuck, especially as a, like, Latina female. Like, it's just hard. Like, so, I got a couple, I don't know how, I don't even remember, but I met a couple people and they were like, oh, like, I can't remember the name of the club, but it was like a hip hop club in LA. It's like where Dave and Buster is, and like all like it's like a mall. And
Yeah.
anyways, so they were like, yeah, come film, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. And like Gucci Man was there, and other people were there, and I was like, what the fuck, tripping out. And the videos came out so good, and they had me like do their radio on I can't even remember the name of that, on Dash Radio. So they had me come in and like just intern, and then they got me on the mic, and like I kind of learned from there. So from there, I ended up meeting other people, and then from those people, they introduced me to other people, and then those people introduced me to like Scam Artists, which is like a huge DJ booking agency in Los Angeles, and they just Sujit Kundu is the owner of Scam Artists, and I worked for him, and he like manages. He used to manage Black China, Lil Jon, Tyga, but then he has like all the like radio DJs. Anyways, so from there I just like met people and like started going out and started going to clubs and started meeting promoters and just like just trying to market myself like, hey, I'm a photographer, I'm a videographer, etc. So I kind of just...
Were you exclusively doing just nightclubs and that kind of stuff, or you're still taking other kind of gigs?
I wanted to do nightclub stuff because I felt like there was some potential there to kind of do like... I really want to go on tour with an artist.
Some badass experiences. It's like music and people are partying. It's like,
yeah, it's like
way
chill.
better
It's
than
like...
doing like a wedding and shit.
Oh my
like
God. And I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done weddings. I've done quinceañeras. I've done like the birthday parties and the portraits and all that. And it's just like, it's hard. It's like, and then once you get used to it, it's like, man, what else? You know, like it's stagnant. It doesn't change. And nightclubs and events and like festivals, it's just so different. Like it's just always something different. You never know what's going to happen. Different artists. It's just a different like thrill when it comes to it. So yeah, it's different.
So are you a full-time photographer right now?
So right now I do social media managing and content creation. So I do graphic design, motion graphics, videography, photography, product photography. I make reels because a lot of people don't like to make reels. Yeah. And I'm like, so that's easy, like, hello.
You do that for other companies or?
Yeah. So one of the main companies that I work for right now, they're called Ride Fresh, and they're from LA. And they do air fresheners, and it's just like different little businesses. There's a guy out here named Robert, and he does like YouTube, and he reviews different stuff. So I edit his videos, and it's just different things like that where people just need help creating content and just figuring out like, you know, a platform and a formula to how to execute their content. Yeah. And I kind of help with that. So being a mom, that kind of just helps me because I get to stay home most of the time and just edit and like do different stuff. So yeah.
You use Premiere to edit, or do you use?
Oh yeah, I use Premiere. I've been dabbling into DaVinci, and I like it. It's cool, but I'm just Premiere everything, like Premiere Pro, Lightroom, Photoshop, all that.
The workflow. Now I like to edit on Final Cut.
Oh really? Whatever.
Hey, Final Cut, it doesn't crash. You know, it's so smooth.
Yeah.
It's way better, you know. But whatever. So we'll get back into it. So you say you work for Insomniac Radio?
Yeah, I work with Insomniac Radio. I help these guys out with artist interviews during the festivals. I do like a lot of behind the scenes work. So I'll sit there and we'll interview the artist, and then I'll sit there and on the computer and edit up those videos and get them out, you know, like try to get them out within the time of the festival before the festival lets out.
So you interview and edit the video? So you shoot it, interview, and edit? Or?
Oh, yeah. It's a team. It's a total, like, team of people for sure. Yeah, we have, like, 2-3 editors, and then we have an audio specialist. We have a director, 3 hosts. So it's a really, it's totally takes a team, you know, like to do what we do. Like,
and they do so many events, man. It's like an event, and then like 2 weeks later, they're already selling tickets for next year. And then the next one, they just announced EDC or something like that. So it's like there's gonna be a cruise going from Miami to the Bahamas.
Yeah. I saw that this morning. EDCSEA. I was like, yeah, I know EDC. I was like, no.
EDC, like
SEDS. SEA. Yeah.
And then it's supposed to like arrive back, and then the week after is Ultra, I think, or whatever.
Yeah,
It's just like you could go on a cruise, do that shit, and then go to Miami and do. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I don't get it. Sometimes it's like Pascual, I trip out. Like I go to a festival and then the weekend's over and I'm like, damn, that was a fun ass weekend. And then Monday hits and then all of a sudden it's like, boom, the next event, pre-sale tickets go on sale Friday. Like,
He's a gangster,
bro,
Pascual.
chill out. Like, let me catch up.
He doesn't stop. He's just like, oh, I got this idea.
The
okay,
microphone.
Let's do it. Sorry. I didn't want to drink and like,
Yeah, you're good.
but Pascual's a gangster. Yeah, I appreciate him.
That dude's crazy. He just, I don't know. That was a legend.
Yeah, he's next level. Keeps it's crazy the amount of people that honestly put in the work behind the scenes. It's just it really takes a village, you know.
I can't imagine. I did 5 small shows last year, and it's a lot of work. Like it's crazy. Like it's stressful too because you're like, fuck, are people gonna show up? And
You mean creating from like the bottom to top, like in a whole event?
Yeah, I did 5 events.
Shit.
So I had an event that had like the first event. I call it Desert Underground, so I wanted to call it Coachella Underground.
Oh shit, that was your event.
Oh
Yeah.
what? Yeah,
the hell?
I heard about that too.
Yeah,
bro.
And you didn't hire me? Whatever, dude.
Yeah, we had it right here outside of the. Yeah, well, this is the second event. This one we had 450 people.
Oh, let's run it.
So this one
That's
was
dope.
So this one's 5 grupos.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to curate different like I call it experiences because it's like not that there's nothing wrong with like one genre, but like usually I feel like the best festivals are mixed. Like you have to have a little bit of everything. So the first event I did, one was because I've been doing like podcasts with like local artists. And I realized the same thing. Everybody has the same frustrations. Like, there's no places to perform in the Valley. Like you were saying, there's a hip hop club in LA.
Yeah.
There's nothing here. Like even clubs don't want hip hop because I don't know.
Because people fight.
That's a negative stigma, though.
Well, that's what they
It used
stopped
to be like
doing
that.
in Vegas and the Strip. There's only like one hip hop club, and the reason why is because people really like they throw it down in the clubs and like they're throwing bottles and shit, and it's like people coming from like different states and stuff, and they're like, we don't want this image. So in Vegas, it's so rare that you'll hear hip hop because they shut that down. Like you cannot play that, and then like when you go and like play somewhere, they'll tell you like no hip hop. And if you do play hip hop, they're like, okay, 1 or 2 songs and done. But they're really like strict on that. So I think it's like the same like anywhere you go.
Everywhere,
like,
yeah. It's
people just get turned.
It's like they used to say the same shit in the 90s for like punk rock. Like they didn't want to book any bands because the people do mosh pits and shit. And it's like, but that's part of the experience. I mean, not the fighting. But that's
if you don't throw it down, it's not fun.
No, but like also like music has changed where like hip hop is no longer just gangster shit. Like back in the day,
True.
that's still a big part of it. But now it's like it's evolving. Now there's artists making songs about different stuff, and that's some of the artists that I try to like put on the podcast. I try not to get a lot of people that are like doing gangster shit. Just because, like, I don't know, I don't want to associate myself. No disrespect, the music.
Right.
You know,
it's just.
It's their passion or whatever.
You're not trying to get blasted.
Trying to get blasted. Nah, but so that was like, I had done a bunch of interviews. And then I was at Coachella. And then I had like a crazy ass trip. And I was like, oh shit, like, I got to do it. I was watching Brockhampton. Okay. I was watching Big Sean on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I was like, fuck, this is crazy. Like, the production is insane. I was like, if I take out Big Sean and put in another artist right there, it would have been the same hype because the production at Coachella is so crazy.
Right.
Right.
No disrespect to the artist, but
a lot of people don't understand that. Like, the production behind just a concert or an event is just, that takes up, like, I don't know, like 70% of the whole show. Like,
setup alone for some of these festivals can take up to like a month and a half to like set up. So like, yeah, there's so much work and time, sizing of like the LED screen so that the artist can get their media person to line everything up so that it can come up on the LED screens properly, and so that they know exactly how many lights they have to work with. Like,
how much testing do they do before like the show?
Oh my gosh,
I can't even imagine for all the EDM sets, because like I'm like, this is like a crazy ass light show, and I'm like, if something fucks up, it just turns the whole. Like,
no, it's
or it doesn't go with the music.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
It's crazy, and that's what separates too a lot of some of the bigger artists from maybe some of the maybe earlier or smaller artists, you know, that don't maybe have as much funds to put into their production or the team to like build up to that production level, you know, because that artist needs to hire someone who knows exactly what the stage is going to look like and knows how to work that many lights and what the screen size is and all that. Like, that takes a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
So,
that's just
so a lot of people
preparation.
don't know. Could you elaborate on that? Like, a lot of people don't know that the artist has to put up their set, you know, like their stage. That's all up to the artist. A lot of people think they just show up and play, but that what you see on stage is like what the artist could afford, I guess, to.
Exactly. So, like, the festival can design a stage the way they want it, but it really depends on the artist on how much effort and, you know, how much they can put into it and the resources that they have to really bring out their fullest potential with the production that they're given, you know, with the equipment and the way the festival is set up.
Yeah.
So
and you can tell when like an artist makes it to sound check and when they just show up.
Oh yeah, like for instance, I'm sure you guys have heard Porter Robinson.
Yeah.
Like that kid is
coming to Coachella too.
He's amazing. His shows always kill it. Like, he sets it up. His stuff is so intricate. His stuff will literally go to the beat because he plays live. He'll like play do live drum hits and stuff.
That's dope.
And that'll go literally to the beat to the beat of the song, and with the lighting, like it'll all pop off at the same time. Like,
that just hypes you up.
Have
like
you seen
in the
Odessa
audience.
live?
Yeah.
That's what makes it next level, you know?
Yep.
And all that is just months and months of
Have you
preparation.
seen Odessa?
Odessa? No, I haven't seen.
Dude, I haven't seen it live
one
either.
artist I really want to check out.
It looks,
We gotta go,
the
guys.
drums
We gotta
and, like,
go.
oh my god, that show looks incredible. He's gonna have a in San Diego in February. Actually, it's the CRSD festival.
Okay.
CRSD or something like that. I don't know what it's called, but
Anyways, let's go, guys.
Odessa, like, oh my god, like
Crossed?
Cross.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
CRSSD.
Yes.
Cross.
Yes,
Cross.
yeah.
Cross
See,
Fest.
look at you.
Cross Fest is sick.
It's
Yeah.
sick? I've never been to
Totally
that.
different crowd. It's like, cause it's in San Diego, so
Bunch of liberals.
it's a lot more. It's more sophisticated crowd. That's for sure. A little on the bougie side, but more on like if you like the techno kind of crowd, and if you're like an older head and don't want to like fuck with the little kids and the teeny boppers and all that, Cross is the spot for you.
Whatever.
See, exactly. There'll be your cheers and
I have
shit
a
for
third
Cross.
camera. Should be in the
In the back.
entourage. Now that sounds cool. I've been thinking about it because I'm like, I mean, to be honest, I just found out about Deza like recently. Well, actually since Coachella, because they had one of their songs featured on the 360 Dome. They have like a 360 Dome, and that was the song playing was Goodbye by Odessa, like a new one that it's fucking crazy. But anyway, that light show was crazy, and I started looking them up, and I'm like, dude, they were at Coachella 2018. I didn't even know, and they played with like drums and like fucking trombones and shit. So they're playing like live EDM. Like,
so you've gone to Coachella like every year?
Since 2009. Yeah. So and then 2019 I started going both weekends. So I've only the last two.
Damn,
That's dedication.
Yeah.
Well, it's local.
Sure.
I'm not spending anything on travel.
Not,
I'm not spending nothing on travel. I'm not. I've lived 5 minutes away. So it's like,
You're like, I live right here.
So and then I started making Coachella content. So in 2018 I made like a first reaction to the lineup dropping, just because I was like, oh, I've been going to Coachella, but I had never really made videos about it. And I made that video and I got like 10,000 views. I was like, oh shit, like what the fuck?
I gotta keep doing that.
And then I did a tip video, like 10 tips if you're going to Coachella, and that one got like 20,000 views. And I was like, oh,
that's
shit.
a good one.
Boom, then
I think I got something here.
then by 2019, I started posting tips, how to save money, advice. Like the videos weren't even the best quality, but I was just making. No one else was making videos about Coachella like that. Like there was Coachella videos, but it was like vlogs, like
I'm here.
Influencers vlogging, but they're just vlogging, like no advice. Like people are looking to find out how to
survive
how to
Coachella.
survive. Like, what the fuck?
It's a bitch.
So 2019, I made like 50 videos leading up to Coachella 2019 in that whole year. And then I was like, my theory is once Coachella starts trending, the video views are gonna go crazy. And then it was a bunch of variables, but like at the end of April, I ended up getting like 1.4 million views, like in that month.
Wow,
like,
man,
crazy. I had like one video get like 200K, 100K. A video get like 50,000, and
Perdón.
boom, like that kind of paid for my Coachella weekend 2 tickets too.
Oh,
so because on YouTube I usually average like 30 to 40, $50 a month. Like it's a little bit, but during that month, when that month, I was like, oh shit. So I uploaded Will Smith. He came out with Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith was at Coachella, and Will Smith came out as a guest performer.
Okay.
And he was performing. I recorded it, and then I posted it that night. I went to sleep. When I woke up, I had like 200,000 views. I was like, oh
gosh.
shit. And that video didn't get flagged, so it didn't get picked up by the algorithm. So I earned money in those 200K. Because usually you could upload music, but if it gets copyrighted, you don't earn anything. So you don't get a strike, but like the artist earns the money or whatever. So like it eventually got picked up by the algorithm, but that little gap, fucking hell yeah, like that shit made my trip worth it. So then I was like, oh shit, the formula worked. Let me do 2020. I'm gonna go even better.
Yeah.
Boom. I all year making videos, and then fucking COVID. Like
yeah.
My whole channel died because
everyone shit up.
my whole channel was about Coachella. Then boom, 2020, and then 2021 canceled again.
Yeah.
So that shit kind of was whack. And then 2022, same formula. Not as many videos, but like try to better quality. And then at the end, I got like 2.2 million views last April. So the formula worked again. So like I'm working towards this year again.
Yeah,
so
you're picking it up.
so yeah, so now subscribers, I'm like at 8,000. I was at 4,000 first, from 1,000 to 4,000 in that month. Wow. Then from 4,000 to 8,000 in 2022. So hopefully by this, from 8,000 to whatever.
Gonna pick up another 4,000.
I'm gonna try to.
It's kind of crazy. You're the only local doing that, right?
Yeah, I'm like,
honestly,
why not? You know?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you totally monetize on this, bro.
So that's why I go to Coachella, because it's almost like my job now. Like,
yeah,
my job is to go to a fun festival. And yeah, like I love music festivals, but I never really go to like you guys' events. I think it's a Hard Summer, you guys, or no?
Yeah, Hard Summer is now Insomniac. Yeah,
that's the only one I've ever been to. Was a Hard Summer 2015. I think it was. It was like in a forest and shit.
Oh, the one on Glen Helen?
Yeah,
the one up in the hills.
I know.
I don't know, but like they had moved it to like a park, because I don't know what happened to the. I don't even know where.
Oh, in LA?
Yeah,
in LA, they did have it in LA. It wasn't under Insomniac just yet. It was under a different event.
Yeah, that was the only time I ever gone, and that shit was crazy. Like it was literally in a forest. Like you were walking around trees to get to the next stage and shit.
What the fuck?
Super unorganized.
Yeah.
It was hard, not a forest, but it was like a park.
Before Insomniac took hold of hard, it was a mess for sure.
The LA Zoo. Yeah. The gorillas are fucking. But yeah, no. So music. And then now I'm like making videos, like different music events that I go to and stuff. Mostly still Coachella, but
yeah.
But I'm going to EDC for the first time this year, so I'm excited for that.
Congratulations.
Oh, bro, you're gonna have a hell of a time, man.
Bryan has 10 tips for you.
I got 20, 40 tips for you, bro.
Yeah.
Give me five EDC Las Vegas tips, right?
Well, it's far.
EDC, okay.
From the strip.
Yeah, bring canister of water, right? You definitely want to make sure you got water hydrated for sure. Wipies, right? Trust me. Full extra battery charger in case your phone dies, because you'll be taking lots of videos and stuff, especially you. Something that you can wear that your friends can definitely see you, because you don't want to get lost. You don't want to get lost from your friends, because if that shit happens, there's no phone reception. And last but not least, just honestly, bro, like enjoy yourself and like just try to have the best experience you can. You know, don't let anybody or anything within the festival drag you down, because. Yeah, it's a great time.
Fun.
Yeah.
How many times have you gone to EDC? Well, how long have you been working for?
Let's see. This year will be my 11th EDC.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, okay. No, I'm sorry. It'll be my 11th year raving, because there's 2 years I missed. So it'll be my ninth. It'll be my ninth EDC. I was just going off the years I've been raving. EDC was my first rave though.
Oh,
so
damn.
yeah.
So
So that's why I'm like, what year? Okay. Yeah, that's how I started. So it was actually really, really big for me. Super intense. I actually had people telling me like, bro, go to another rave before, like go to a smaller massive, like you need to get
just to get a small experience of it. Yeah.
I've been going to Warped Tour because I was in the pop punk scene and the hard post hardcore scene for many years before, you know, I was in bands. So like I'd gone to Warped Tours and been to the Glass House and been in those types of venues. Like,
so you know who owns
up.
Warped Tour, who throws the event, is Sterling Ball.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
So I work for Sterling now, and Ernie Ball is his dad. Ernie Ball used to make, well, they still make guitar strings and guitars for like. So they make guitar strings for like specific guitars, and they used to do guitars for like Van Halen and Jimi Hendrix, and so it goes way back. And the son took over. His name is Sterling, and so I work for him. So I was telling Bryan like, "Oh, I work for Sterling Ball." He's like, "Ernie Ball?" Like I'm like, "Yeah, that's his dad." He was like, "What the fuck?"
I used to stand at those stages all the time. I think I saw Katy Perry play on the Ernie Ball stage one time before she blew up. Yeah, like I've been going to Warped Tour for a long time, and Katy Perry was coming up, and she came out in like this red suit bikini. I remember she was super fire, but yeah, I saw her.
What kind of music was she playing? Like
she played "I Kissed a Girl," and like she was out there doing her shit, and I remember it for sure. It's
crazy.
That's pretty crazy. I can't believe I can say that. And then now she's on. Now she's
biggest Katy Perry fan over here.
And now she's on like what is it? She's on like she's like on the talent or American Idol.
Oh yeah,
American Idol now. Like it's insane.
Her net worth is like in the millions. She's popping.
She went off the rails for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's funny because you go to a lot of EDM festivals and events and that whole field. I've done a lot of like hip hop events, and it's like I feel like it's so different. Like I feel like EDM events are more like structured, organized. Like they're like, let's go, like in the golf carts taking artists or DJs like they're just on it, right? Mm-hmm. And like hip hop events are so chill. Everyone's getting there like an hour late. Like it's such a different experience.
Yeah, it's kind of
like,
trash.
Being
I went to.
I mean,
I went to Rolling Loud. I went to Rolling Loud 2019 in LA. It was such a mess. Like you could like the bottlenecks to walk between stages. Like it was just terrible.
I took pictures at Lovers and Friends in Vegas
during fuck. I don't know who the baby or something. I don't know who it was, but like people were jumping the fence to go to like the VIP, and then there was like people always wearing Tyga or YG, some random LA rapper. I think it was YG. People were just going crazy, and then. Yeah, it wasn't the most organized event, but it was still fun. But just it's not as I feel like
tightly structured.
Well, no, it's because it's like the production that you get, like a EDM festival, and then like production and then, like the vibes at Coachella. That comparing it to that's where I'm coming from. So it's like it's just not the same. But it's still fun though. Like it's hip hop. If people only like hip hop, you know. I don't know the people that like
and take
your taser. It's like the people only like one genre of music. Mm-hmm. I don't know about those people. You know, just
you went to Bésame Mucho. What's the event? Yeah, how was that?
That one was sick. Except the audio sucked. You know,
really.
It was. They had a lot of tech. Huh?
Audio.
Audio.
The sound was trash.
LA was happy that day.
No, it was a sick event. Like I couldn't believe it was like I don't know how many people because Mago they always posted on their Instagram. They posted 60,000 people, but I never knew how much actually people went. But it was fun. Legends, you know, like it was like what the fuck. The only thing like Julieta Venegas when she was playing. You couldn't hear her accordion or her freaking mic.
Oh,
and then
that's
one of the songs, her guitar wasn't working. Like
that's fucked up.
Stupid things that shouldn't have happened at a festival. You know?
They should be prepared.
And then like, if you were in front of the stage, it sounded badass. Mm-hmm. If you moved a little bit to the right, that shit was muffled. Like you couldn't hear shit. So people were complaining like, "Damn, this sucks." Like,
Bésame Mucho, get your shit together.
And there wasn't enough bathrooms either. It was like one bathroom section between like the two main stages, and then
man,
it was
that's the
worst.
worst.
Was a nightmare. You know? But overall, besides all the like problems, it was still super fun. I hope they make it every year, like that shit. And then I don't know, Dodger Stadium was like a cool venue because at night you see the city, like the city lights.
Oh,
that shit was
that's
crazy.
cool.
Yeah.
So it was a cool vibe.
That was a crazy lineup.
Yeah, the lineup was insane. So I didn't even know who they bring next year. People were saying like Chayanne and like fucking that's Gloria Trevi, Cristian Castro, fucking I don't know. They could, I think if they do that, but like add some like more modern artists too.
Yeah.
Like a mix of both would be cool. There was a lot of people that were like at the clásico stage, which was like El Recodo, Banda Machos, all that kind of music. So there's a bunch of señoras and like old dudes with
Hell
like,
yeah.
like. But
I would have been there.
But the problem is like they went in there, but it's like a 12-hour festival. They're wearing fucking boots and shit. Everyone's wearing boots and it's concrete.
I
the whole
hear that
time.
boots, though, cowboy boots are hella comfortable.
For 12 hours. But it's
Yeah.
grass though. Stage because you're in grass. They were in the concrete parking lot for 12 hours,
yeah.
you know, in jeans and shit.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I was the
Hella
only one. I
uncomfortable.
was the only person wearing shorts. Like the whole fucking
Como si
event.
nada.
Everyone was wearing black and boots or like real Mexican.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm at a festival. Let me wear like comfortable fucking shoes,
Were
fucking
there
shorts.
buchona?
Yeah.
Were there like buchonas?
Buchonas, not that much.
Really?
Nah, it wasn't that vibe. It wasn't that kind of vibe.
Huh. We stayed home.
Yeah, and I hope they make more Vesa Mucho concerts though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Coachella lineup dropped, and I thought there was gonna be more Mexican artists on it, but they had nobody. So
I saw that today.
Bring us one. That's my theory, y'all. They're gonna bring us a Latino festival.
here,
They have 2 more festivals that they can do.
I know.
Well, hopefully Tamale Festival.
Well, one of the events
kicks
is
it
gonna
up
be.
a little
I
bit.
thought I heard one of the events was gonna be soccer because they have approved for.
That's already there.
I don't know.
MLS is doing spring training. But
I don't know, but yeah, the city approved for 2 more festivals and they haven't done anything in like 45 years. So,
Oh, cool.
I heard a Desert Trip. They were trying to do another one, but they haven't been able to get all the artists to agree because there'll be like 3 artists said yes and one of them can't, and then like the
Yeah.
next year,
Or they all say yes and last minute something, and
someone
then it's
yeah,
always
and
like
then they're trying to make it where like last time it was like nothing but legends, so they want to do another one like that, but they can't. They haven't been able to agree with the artists. So.
that's tough, man.
Damn.
But I mean, the potential's there. They're not using the fucking polo fields. Like they should do a festival. Which
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah, they should.
And
It's a good space.
Mike
Oh
Tyson
my God.
was 2019.
My mom went there, so she said it was lit.
oh, when is my Texas
The Mike Tyson fest. Was that with Miguel? Miguel played?
Well, I don't remember.
2018, 2019.
2019.
All I know is that my mom really
gosh.
went. Yeah, my mom was really up in there. I was like, "You're going to a festival? Okay."
Yeah, I was over in Desert Hot Springs.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was. I didn't go to it, but I remember
I
hearing
remember
about it.
who was there.
I know Miguel.
That
Played.
was so random. Miguel was there?
Miguel was one of the headliners.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't remember the rest of the lineup, but
And the KRS one.
and then they never did it again because COVID hit again too. So that kind of stopped all
Fucking
kinds of
COVID.
momentums.
Bullshit.
So yeah, so Desert Underground. Going back to why I started doing the shows was for the same thing because like I did one for the hip hop. So in the first I had 7 rappers, 1 DJ, and 1 sierreño, which is 2 guitars and a bass, like the one's gonna play right now.
Damn.
So I mixed it because when I was at Coachella Fest, I was like I watched Big Sean. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Then Brockhampton on Saturday, and I saw like a collection of artists on stage, and I was like, this shit looks bad, just a bunch of people on stage. And then on Sunday, I watched Nathaniel Cano. It's the first sierreño that Coachella's ever had. So hearing the guitars with the production, I was like, what the fuck? Like, because you only listen to that like at backyard parties, you know, like
Right.
a wedding, whatever. But like with a full production, it's different. And I'm like, oh shit, this is different. So my mind was just going crazy. I'm like, oh, I should have this and that. Like the whole time I'm thinking about doing a show. Then it took me like 3-4 months, and then we ended up having it in July. And then 7 rappers, and then 1 sierreño. So like I was like, the same people it's the same people that bought the bracelet were watching like Big Sean. Now they're watching.
Yeah.
It's not the same people, but
Yeah.
overall it's Coachella vibes.
The same
so-
crowd, the same.
crowd.
Yeah. Same
So I'm
audience.
like, fuck it. Like, there's people here singing that shit, smoking weed, drinking. There's people smoking weed, drinking, watching rap. It's the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
And people just want to have a good time. So I'm like, fuck it. We'll do
Exactly.
that. So we had that show, and that shit went crazy. And then I made a documentary about it. So I filmed the documentary. I entered at a film festival and everything. And then this one.
So the film festival recently, right?
Yeah.
That was for, oh, shit.
The Latino Short Film Festival.
Yeah.
It was at the Palm Springs Art Museum.
Yeah.
So
That's dope.
yeah, so that one.
Congratulations. That's fucking dope. Yeah.
Man. That's what's up.
Yeah, it was a lot of crazy shit's been happening this year. Then I had a not corrido event, but it was like 5 grupos. I was like, fuck it, let's do like some. And then boom, like we had like crazy production. The videos haven't came out because I'm still waiting for the audio. So we recorded the audio from every instrument. The guy's been like editing,
Mixing it down and all that.
so we're making like 2 videos per artist. So it'll be like 10 to 12 videos coming soon. And then I did some other smaller festival or events. And then I have the first one, January 27. It's a Friday. And you guys here, right here in the backyard. So it's for my birthday, actually. Yeah.
Yep.
So it'll be my 30th birthday.
Oh, nice.
And I'm doing an event. So that one's gonna have I don't know, breaking news. Yeah, but so I have
The lineup's dropping right now.
Yes.
lineup is dropping right now. So I have it's gonna be a mixed genre festival again. So it's gonna be a Sierreño, which is Los Queridos de la Sierra. They have songs with like 900,000 views. They're locals from Coachella.
Okay.
Their videos blow up on YouTube. And then another one called Juniors de Coachella, which is a norteño with accordion. And then
say less. We'll be.
Then
here.
I have 2 DJs, which is Suarezito is my friend. He plays like house music. He lives in LA. And Liz Castles, you probably know.
Oh
Liz
yeah,
Castles. She's
yeah,
gonna be playing
Liz,
too.
yeah. I know Javi too.
Yeah.
Me and Javi go way back.
So that one, and then I have Mind of Amadeus, which is a rapper.
Oh, dope.
And then the headliner is gonna be Giselle Wu and the Night Owls.
Oh, nice! Yay!
So it's gonna be a little bit of everything. She's badass. So that one is gonna be like a whole mix.
That's dope.
So yeah, that's January 27th. So
That's a dope 30th.
Can I dare India that?
yeah, actually, so my plan, I discovered this because we didn't monetize the last events because I wanted to be more like community show. So we got sponsors to pay for the stage, sponsors to pay for everything.
Nice.
So this one, I'm gonna monetize, but it's gonna be donation based.
Oh, okay.
So I saw this.
If you want to come, donate.
Yeah, so donate. if you can't come, you can still donate to help out, pay for the production, pay the artists.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't be stingy, motherfuckers. Shit. Trying to do shit. Always complaining like there's nothing to do in the desert.
So there's
Y'all need to donate.
Y'all gotta pay for that production though.
Yeah,
the productions.
exactly.
That's where the money goes. To be honest,
Right.
the productions, everything, and that was the key for the shows. Was like it has to be production. Like the production has to be first.
Of course.
So I've had like crazy lighting. I'll show you guys some videos afterwards.
Ooh,
So I saw this LA rapper. His name's La Russell. He's like coming up. He has a monetization method, which is all donation based. So all his merch,
Oh, nice.
you pay what you think it's worth.
Oh,
So you
okay.
buy a sweater.
Yeah,
you know
that's
sweaters
dope.
are worth what, 25, 20
Yeah.
bucks. You'll pay whatever you could afford. But because it's donation based, there's people that have a lot of money. He's gotten people pay like $2,000 for a sweater.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Then at
So
the
you're
show,
making the same revenue
I'm gonna do
as
this.
some, like if
cool.
you're selling $25
So
sweaters.
even at his shows,
Yeah.
the shows are also donation based. If you could afford
That's
$5, pay $5. But there's some people that could afford more. That if you tell them it's $15 at the door,
That's
and they're
smart.
super rich, they'll pay $15 because that's what it is. But if you say donation based, some people gonna be like, oh, here's $1,000.
Yeah.
So some people have paid like $2,500, $2,000, $1,000 at his shows.
Because they use that for their taxes too. So for them, it's like a,
that's what I'm
like a
saying.
win-win.
Like,
I get to go to a
it's
show.
crazy. And I was like, I think the community would support. So I haven't announced anything yet. I announced that the show's coming, but I haven't made the announcement yet. So this is the first time I'm talking about it. So you guys get some sneak
We win.
Hell yeah.
So sneak peek. So yeah. So if you guys.
So October, when is it?
January 27th.
Oh shit, that's soon.
Yeah.
It's a Friday.
Oh my god.
2 weeks.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Shit.
That's hella soon.
Yeah.
We're gonna have set up after this.
That's what you guys think. Plot twist.
We're gonna sleep. Like we're here.
So yeah, it should be. It's gonna be fun. You guys should come out if you guys can. You know.
Of course.
Bring
yeah.
your camera. Get some pictures.
Oh,
That's the thing. You're always with your camera. Everywhere you're at.
gotcha.
Because I get paid to be on
Jacob,
my
I'm gonna donate.
Jacob was supposed to come. Too.
Does your donations cover photographer, videographer?
Any sponsors for photography, videography? Now we got all the video. Well, that's what we do. So
I was
we
gonna
have,
ask you, are you gonna like what? Because I know you film.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So-
pretty dope. He films too. He's sick with it.
Okay.
So we have well, all the shows I was recording the whole time, so I wasn't really enjoying it. I was like managing everything plus recording. So right now we've been working with like a bunch of friends. We have maybe like 6 people now.
That's
And
dope.
we have like hella
That's a good
cameras
team.
and equipment.
Hell yeah.
Where we do full production. So we shoot music videos, live videos. So like the Mexican culture, they do en vivos, like just live music. What we're gonna be doing right now. Have
Well,
an
we're
audio
gonna be
engineer
at
coming.
game turn.
So I got an audio engineer coming. He'll record the audio.
Nice.
And we'll record the video. And then, yeah, we got drones, all kind of FPV drones, regular drones. We got
That's
it
fucking
crazy.
dope.
Yeah, so we'll
I'm
be doing
here for
pictures.
it.
So for the event, we're going to be doing, I'm going to have 2 photographers, 4 videographers.
There it is.
And I was thinking of
Yeah.
maybe live streaming, but I don't think I'm going to be able to live stream. But yeah, we're trying to like fucking.
As you go, you'll be like, okay, I want to do it. Or
Yeah.
As you get closer to the date, yeah.
It's
Gotta
a lot
build
of
that team, man. I'm
it's a-
telling you.
Yeah, you have to. So
yeah.
I watch a lot of like Mr. Beast videos, like interviews.
Oh my daughters love him.
The interviews. Have you guys seen his interviews?
No.
It's
No,
crazy.
videos.
No.
No, but my daughters probably
No,
have.
but they tell that because they tell me everything. He was just hiring not too long ago for like content creation or social, I don't know what. And I sent it to my daughters and I was like, look, Mr. Beast. And they're like, you have to do it. It's Mr. Beast. He just gives people randomly $1 million. And I'm like,
This is crazy.
you want to move to LA?
No, he,
They're
li-
like,
he
"Nah."
lives in North Carolina.
But the he has a company in LA.
Yeah.
And so that one was based in LA, and I was like, I was just showing you guys, chill. They're like, oh my God, it's Mr. Beast. I was like, I don't know.
That dude, he averages 50 million views a video. And he's so
Christ.
in 6 months he became the #1 TikTok account on the whole, because he took the same formula to make videos go viral from YouTube. He took it to TikTok. Took him 4 months, and now he has every video gets like 200 million views. Like,
Yeah.
he's got a formula, bro. Like, he's got over 1,000 videos that have gotten 1 million views. Like,
That's all
For
it
some
comes
reason,
down
all
to
the
now.
10 and
He's
11, 12,
so he's
13 -year-olds.
24 years old. He's got 100 employees, and he bought a $10 million warehouse just to create content. He has a production in one warehouse, and another production in another warehouse, another production in another warehouse. He's literally making like crazy ass videos, like
You have the team of people, man.
insane. So he started by like making challenges.
Breaking the system.
Yeah, he was
Literally, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's gathering a team of people to like literally figure out
Make the best-
how the system works, and then break it by putting out the stuff that pretty much everybody wants, or the new stuff that isn't just out yet, but they know people are gonna want.
Yeah.
And push it hard, and see how everybody else is capitalizing on other things, and basically just like kind of mirror that for your subject.
He's smart as fuck. Whatever he did, that whole shit, he is ahead of the game. Like, and he just
he's been
executed it.
killing it. Like he'll
Yeah.
do like, so he blew up by making challenges. So he watched like some video like 100,000 times or something. It's like a 10-hour video. He didn't cut it. Like, it was literally him for 12 hours saying like Logan Paul's name or something, watching this video. So but that went viral because like, what the fuck, this guy's crazy. Then he'll do then it started, he got a sponsor. They were like trying to give him $5,000. This is when he blew up. And he's like, "Now give me 10,000. I'll give it to a random homeless man, and I guarantee you that video is gonna go viral." And then he convinced the company to give him $10,000. He filmed himself giving it to a homeless person, and boom, went viral like crazy. And then more sponsors started coming, and he would use all the money from the sponsors to give it away, to create more viral videos. So that's been his formula. And now like he'll do like last one to leave, or like a bunch of people touching a Lamborghini. The last one to take the hand off keeps it. Or the last one to take the hand off the house keeps the house. And then now he'll go into a grocery store and he's like, fill up as many carts as you want, and then I'll pay for it.
Or randomly pay, like, be in line.
Or
Be
like,
I'm going to pay for your...
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
And then he recreated Squid Games. Have you guys seen the Squid
Oh, yeah.
He recreated it like in a month. They did all the sets, and they made a new Squid Game video. That shit got like 300 million views. It got more views than the original
He's
Squid
like
Game video.
a gazillionaire now.
And now he started a burger brand it's always sold out. Like, he's got a bunch of retailers, and he's got a candy that just got put in Walmart, and you can't even buy it because it sells out in minutes. Like,
Jesus.
So he's making money just from his name like crazy. And he's 24 years old with 100 employees. I'm like, God,
Mr.
Oh, man.
Beast. And that's his name.
crazy ass dude.
So I should work for him. Is that what you're trying to say?
So for him, I know
Apply
I'm
for
all
that
just
job.
hyping him up. So
Yeah.
So like I watch his interviews. So his interviews, like he gives you all the tips. Like he tells you exactly how he makes videos, and you follow the formula or whatever. But his thing is like you gotta build a team. That's like you're saying, the team's everything. So he's like, you gotta get with like crazy people that believe the same fucking vision you have, and he'll have like the team. Like he'll get a phone call, and he's got like I don't know how many people there are, his inner circle, and he like listens to shit on speakers so they all know like the conversation. So even if he's not around, they make decisions that he would make. Like so now his production's crazy. Like
oh my gosh, that's next level.
It's crazy. Like I'm like fuck, I want to get there one day. You know.
You will.
So now I'm like trying to do shows, and that's like my thing. Trying to do shows. We'll see where we take it from there.
I mean,
far, my boy.
From where you started to now, it's a huge like increase in like just followers and views and just like the whole production. Like you're producing festivals, you know what I mean? Like that's insane.
Golden Voice found you. Like,
I was featured on the official Coachella live stream last year.
Yeah,
dude, that's
so
right.
it's just you just keep going up, you know. The more you put effort
the director
and time
of that
into
movie, the 20 Years in the Desert, he came to my house, the director of the movie, and he was here for 2 hours. He filmed me, and then we were just talking about Coachella.
That's
and shit.
dope.
Oh, bro, that's awesome,
Like, it was
man.
crazy.
Good for
So
you.
I got some contacts. I never reach out to them because I always wanted to build something and then reach out. You know, once
Yeah. No,
I'm
I feel you on that one, man. You want to have everything prepped before
you make
present.
those,
You want to make sure you have your best.
Golden Boys are watching this shit. They do watch the podcast though. I don't know because I had one of the rappers. I told you we were doing a podcast. That video had like maybe less than 200 views. We were talking about NFTs and shit. This was like 2019, no 2018. I don't remember, but the video was like not that many views. And then somebody from Coachella watched it and they contacted him. He ended up hosting the NFT event in the campgrounds, like Coachella. From watching the podcast, like they reached out to him. So like someone's watching. So shout out to.
Wait, are NFTs still a thing or?
They're still a thing, but they're like in a down market.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they'll come back in a couple of years. It's like a cycle.
Just like anything else, like baseball cards and collecting
and
cards, or
down.
like like everything.
Pokemon cards.
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Magic the Gathering.
I used to be huge on Yu-Gi-Oh. No, Digimon.
Digimon? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And Pokemon too, but I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh was just like, and people came out with the cards, and I was like, I don't know where to go.
Yu-Gi-Oh was when you graduated from Pokemon. You were ready for like the next level,
like,
but you weren't quite ready for Magic the Gathering. So it was like,
I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day.
and no one liked Digimon. Like everyone was like, "What's that?"
Digimon was just like the show, I think.
Digimon was
They had cards.
was the copycat
Pokemon.
Yeah,
Was it or
Yeah.
who was first? Who
Pokemon
was
first.
it?
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh was like more
Pokemon
dark.
is Pocket Monster. Digimon is Digital Monster.
Yeah, Digimon.
They literally just ripped it right out.
Their story was cute. Whatever.
It had potential, but I don't know. I
did,
never kept up with that. So what's next for you? What are your plans? Where do you see yourself in 5 years with like photography, or do you have any passions to pursue besides photography? Like,
I wanna open up a marketing agency that helps kind of ventures into nonprofit agencies that have like youth and women of color who want to kind of get into filming and production and graphic design, and kind of help them be like, from me starting and building connections with different people and just kind of being like, okay, cool. We have like this group of like young females who want to venture out. I know connections with these clubs. Let me get you into this. Because for me, it was a fucking challenge. Like, to this day, people don't respect that. I'll go to a club and like I was telling you, like dealing with like security guards, like they don't believe me that I'm filming for a club or I'm filming for an event. And it's just like, oh, you need to call whoever's your contact, or, you know, and it takes almost 30 minutes to get into a certain venue or event. And then someone has to come and get me. And that's like annoying as shit. You know, I've been doing this for like 10 years and it's just, anyways. So I want to build an agency that kind of focuses on women and kind of projects that. And it's like, we're here, we're able to do the same shit that, no offense, but like that men do. And like, I know the industry is very like, it's very biased. And it was 10 years ago even worse. Now it's a little bit more diverse, and a lot of more people of color are filming, and more females are filming, and that's so dope to see. But I think people, women of color who struggle and like who are going through like certain circumstances and who are mothers, like they don't get that chance. And even if they think about it, like I know, for example, my mom had like certain goals and dreams, and she couldn't pursue them, you know, because she's like, I'm a mom, I gotta work, I gotta pay the bills, I gotta pay the rent. But, you know, and she's told me, I was like, well, where were your dreams? Like, what did you want to do? And she wanted to be like a hairstylist or like do different things. And she never was able to do that because in her mind, she's like, well, I can't spend time doing that because I got to pay bills and make rent and do what I got to do. So I feel like eventually I want to build an agency and a formula that helps women who are in that position with kids and who are young and want to do creative things, even if it's not filming or photography or graphic design, just anything in that, you know, creative field, and just get their name out there with my, you know, like, I'm not like the biggest marketing person, but I know marketing. And by that time, maybe in 5 years, I'll know marketing even more, you know, and I'll have a bigger name where I can be like, I got, you know, if I have a connection or a contract with a club, be like, I got this girl, she's dope, like, you know, $300, boom, boom, boom. Like, that's, you know, and just get people's names out there, especially like females and moms, and they can do it, and even run like a daycare program or like an after night program with like trusted people who are like, okay, go do this club, come back, stuff like that. Because I always had like my mom, I had my sister, I had people who were there for me who were like, you know, watching my kids while I was, you know, they trusted me, and they were like, they see the vision in me, and they see like, okay, you want to do this, go for it. And that helped me a lot. And I'm so thankful. Like, I'm going to cry.
Aww.
That's good.
Yeah.
Have you ever had people reach out on Instagram since you've been making like content about you
Oh my God,
filming
yeah.
like other girls?
And it's not like a huge community, but it's like people who I didn't even know I was like touching, or like, you know, and they're like, I see your stuff and I see your posts, and like you motivate me, and like I just follow you because you're a dope person, and like it's just so interesting how transparent you are and how cool you are, and like to see you do like this and excited, and I'm like, oh my God, people like me. Yeah, but eventually like I want to just build something that can help, you know, women in my position just in a young age just grow, you know, and not have to struggle so much, like, or get the type of respect. Because even now, like, I'm in my 30s and I'm still going to clubs and trying to film, and people still like don't give me that respect, or trying to like underball me, like, yo, let me get that family discount. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you know, I got 2 kids. Like, I'm a mom. Like, you trying to like underball me? Like, no, like that ain't cool. But yeah, I want to do that, and I want to push for that. So as much as I can, I try to do festivals, and I try to do events, and I try to build my connections with people, because in the next 5-8 years, like I want to have that, you know, just base with people and just that connection with people. And anywhere that I filmed in LA, San Francisco, Texas, New York, Miami, everybody that I filmed for, I make them family. And they're like, I'll be like, oh, that's my boy. Oh, that's my boy. That's because I make it like, yeah, like a connection like that. Like I try to make them like, we're close, man. We're cool. And I think I just have that vibe with people. But yeah, I want to use that to like my fullest potential and just help other people. Just keep it
That's
going.
sick.
That's beautiful. Hell yeah. That's so.
That was dope.
One day, you know, we'll see.
Nah, I can definitely see it happen. Just keep creating content.
I need a shop.
You make more reels. Make more reels so you reach more people that you can encourage. And
I try, man. I try, even if it's just like me on the freeway, and like I try to make it dark and gloomy, because I guess like, you know, that's what's in right now.
You don't have to try. Just post what you're doing. I'm at a nightclub taking pictures. These are the pictures I took. It's so simple.
Yeah.
And that's like, oh shit, like, oh, I relate to you. Now you get more reach, more people reaching out, and then you start building that. When you eventually launch your platform, now you've been getting like a little bit bigger following that you could help out people that have questions and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So just document what you're doing, because you do dope shit.
Thanks.
So like don't because a lot of times content creation is hard when you're creating.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
If you're gonna create, it's hard. Like, oh shit, what's trending. But like right now, you can make a post. You can make a reel. I'm doing a podcast. Like that's
And you kind of get lost in it too, because like when you're like consecutively doing stuff, you're like, oh, it's just like, I'm going to get paid or I'm not going to do it. And sometimes I get lost in that instead of being like, no, I'm a creative. I need to create and show, you know, my creativeness and show my thoughts and show the process of things. And I sometimes forget to do that because I'm so like business based.
Because you can make money too on Instagram now. They have bonuses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that.
The bonuses, I don't know what, they invite you to it.
Yeah.
But the more you post, you'll get an invitation, especially you have a lot of followers. Mm-hmm. And then you can start earning. So you can earn like up to $1,000 by posting reels. I got
invited to something that like I work with brands. So they send me like, Instagram sends me a list of brands and I'll like accept an offer and I'll be like 300, 500. And it's like, just post a reel for us. And then it's like a paid partnership thing. And I haven't like gone into it, but I should.
Wait, what
like,
is this? I need to hear about this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just drop
Send me the links.
Because while you're doing your other stuff, you could be earning from your reels. Like, it's crazy. Like, might as well take advantage of it. You know?
I know. Yeah.
And you earn money and you build more of a connection with your audience and you get a bigger audience. So it's like a win-win on every. So it'll be, I don't know, make more content.
Man, but when you have kids, you're like, I want to go to bed now.
But that's what I'm saying. Do the content while you're already doing the thing. Like
because it's already like
you're at a club. You just post yourself. Oh, this is where I'm working tonight, and then just like have it like.
You know, it's funny that you say that. It's okay. So one of my really good friends, he's Play from Play and Skills. So they do like production for Daddy Yankee and like different artists. They did Writing Dirty. They've won Grammys. So Play and we go way back, and he's a really good friend of mine. And we were just talking about how there's certain advantages that people don't take advantage of. And it's like one thing, like I'm into filming. I know how to film. I'm in certain areas and like festivals and events where I should be using that, all of it to the fullest extent. And some people don't, and they don't realize that. And I was like, damn, philosopher, like that's a really good idea, but I really don't. Like I really like at the Tamale Festival.
You didn't post anything?
No. It was just the pictures that I took, you know, and that was it. But I should have posted a reel. Like every day was our 3 days. And just different artists and like being able to like see them and have that opportunity to be backstage and stuff like that.
Yeah, like it could have been as like, oh, I'm about to take some pictures of Banda Machos, and you just record that. That's it, and you end the reel. It's 6 seconds. You don't even have to edit. Like you just make that because that's literally what's happening in your life.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't take
so document, don't create. It's like the Gary Vee concept, but like it's literally that. Just like like right now, like I'm gonna make a reel. I'm gonna post it. See, watch.
Right here,
tutorials. It's just this. That's it. Doing a podcast today.
So you need to take advantage of the rich Mexicans that come from Mexico with so much money.
Where are they at? Hello, and I speak. Je parle un peu de français. So.
Oh shit.
Y también hablo un poquito de español. So. That's 3 languages right there.
Watching all the YouTube videos that Angel was posting, falling off my couch once I saw that he was like in the Golden Voice streaming, and I was like, what the fuck? Like falling off my couch. I got into like some YouTube rabbit hole of watching all these rich Mexican influencers getting big ass houses here and just
doing it.
Being rich.
Sounds.
Get their money.
I ran into this one. Not ran into him, but I saw a YouTube video because I was watching like random Coachella videos. So I watched to see what people are posting, and it was like, I guess this dude's dad's like a billionaire or something, and then the channel was like spoiled. I don't know what it was, like luxury spoiled. I don't know, but it was like he knows that he comes from money, and it's him doing outlandish things, like him driving crazy cars, going to like private parties. I'm like, he literally makes content doing crazy rich people things.
I need a car.
Well, that's what the Kardashians
rich people things.
Yeah. That's the Kardashian show.
Away, so.
The Kardashian show is rich people things, like them fucking taking a private jet to go eat at a restaurant.
I need a private jet too.
What's funny, they would never actually make it to Coachella. They were like at all the little
and that's
private.
To be honest,
and they
that's
swore they were at Coachella, and they're like, "Estamos en Coachella." I'm like, no,
idiotas. But that is fun. That is so much I feel like that's way more funner than going to Coachella. Is the parties outside of
I've never
Coachella?
been to a single
No, I disagree.
I have-
100% disagree.
Really?
I've been to
Okay,
prep parties, but the production, you're getting like
That's true.
$1 million production at Coachella, and you're gonna go to a backyard and listen to some private party where there's like.
But
100
you've been to like
I've been to some. I haven't been to all of them, but I've been to some.
Coachella back in the day when you can just chill on the
That's
grass.
your first one, girl.
Like where you could just chill and like it wasn't like a stampede of people. Like now it's like that. Like once you're done at like a certain tent or a certain and everyone's going to another place, like you have to go with the crowd or you're gonna get trampled. And that's different because when I first went to Coachella, it wasn't like that. It was very like chill. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's
Well,
so
they added
different.
like 50,000 people. You know, that's maybe that's why.
That'll
Yeah,
make
no,
a little bit of a
baby.
difference. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It's still chill. Like you could still stay to the outskirts of like the crowd. Like you don't have to be in the fucking trenches. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
I can't
But
do
no,
that.
I just can't be like the production or like watching Beyonce, that whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
You'd
That
rather
was
be at
insane.
Revolve watching some artists and there's like 100 people there. But
Yeah.
you're watching Beyonce do some historic shit. I'm like,
Did you see
not the same.
Azalea Banks at the air
No.
thing?
the what?
Fuck, what's it called? At the what's it called? The museum, the airport. The
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking
she
about.
was in a fucking what's that called? In the trains when they have those things where they build houses out of. ¿Cómo se llaman las?
Oh, container?
She was in a fucking container in a crane, and she was performing out of the container during Coachella at the hangar over there, and it was just like
the thermal hangar.
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Crazy.
That was insane, but that's the kind of the parties outside of Coachella that I'm talking about. I don't know about backyard parties. I don't go to those.
No, I'm not saying
I'm just
that.
kidding.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
I'm
it's
just
not, It's
kidding.
like Dr. Dre spending $10 million to do hologram Tupac at the main
That
stage.
was dope.
But that's what.
Yeah.
Either
That
that.
was dope. That
That
compared to,
compared-
yeah,
yeah.
no, 1,000%.
Or like
1,000%.
fucking like the Wiz Khalifa tribute, fucking to Paul Walker and shit.
Or
like
when
the Nipsey
Becky
Hussle
G and Carol G. Oh
Yeah.
my God,
The
that was
Selena
insane.
tribute. That
was insane.
all that shit's happening inside the festival while people
Yeah.
are doing some bougie
Yeah.
party. Like it's not worth it.
Oh.
You could do a bougie party.
I'm doing the broke people parties on that. We can't get into Coachella parties.
I mean, I've been to those to work. Though I haven't been like invited. I go to take pictures.
You know
and
what's
shit.
crazy is like the random like events that you go to, and then like some celebrity shows up, or like Diplo starts playing at fucking some random. That's happened so many times, and like that's where you need to be, because it's like
What happens at Coachella too?
yeah,
You
like
have,
when you went to
guest
the
performances. Paramore came out with Billie Eilish last
but
year.
it's like you spend I don't know how much Coachella tickets are now,
like 460 or something like that.
or you spend $40.
Yeah, but
To
it's
see
3
about one of
days.
those, but like
Yeah.
to see like two
It's
of those.
36
artists,
hours
one
of
those
music
artists.
versus how much like
Do
what,
they
5
still do
hours?
the local tickets?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And they have a loyalty one. We got tickets on Tuesday.
Wait, what's a
Oh,
loyalty
shit.
one?
Run it.
You didn't get loyalty?
Oh,
No,
Yee.
I
Guess you got to be a little bit more loyal to Coachella, homie.
Oh,
Shit.
Like I'm as loyal as I get. What the hell?
No,
So when the lineup dropped on Monday, Tuesday,
you go buy them on Wednesday, right?
we bought them the next day. We got an email saying we noticed you're a loyal Coachella fan, so here's your link.
Oh, I got the link too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see?
That's
we
not-
didn't get no freebie. We just got a free
Loyalty.
sale. Yeah, because they go on sale tomorrow.
Damn.
We only bought
Oh,
one.
damn.
Which weekend?
Weekend two.
Weekend 2.
Weekend two has a better sound.
Yeah, better sound.
Really?
Better people. Yeah. It's because the first weekend, because it's like there's a lot of things that you correct for the second weekend. You probably know from like doing
Right.
events, you know.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Some of the
yeah.
the only good part, it's like weekend 1, the grass is perfectly green, and it's like I like the first weekend because it's like it's the premiere. Like you don't know what Coachella looks
Right.
like.
You don't
like,
know
you don't know what the
pop-up
stage
or-
are gonna look.
Right.
But weekend 2 is like you kind of see everything, so
Right.
it builds anticipation. But it's like, oh, you already saw what it looks like, and then the grass is destroyed and shit.
Have you been to Stagecoach?
I haven't. No. That's
Do you
the only-
want to?
Nah. Boys, I spent all my money in the fucking 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm broke
I'm
as hell.
good.
Yeah. If I go for free, I'll probably go. But like, nah,
Yeah.
nah. just because I don't have money like that. So
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
yeah. I heard it's so fun though. I heard it's just like way more relaxed and people are just having fun. So.
Yeah, that's what I hear too.
And they're trying to cater to younger people now. They started bringing DJs and shit. So
No way.
Oh,
was it Diplo
what?
last year?
They had
Diplo last year, yeah.
I'm sure he volunteered. He loves country music.
Yeah. So
Wesley?
they made like a trendy video like Stagecoach recently, like a couple weeks ago. And it was nothing but it was like Mexicans and like people of color like the whole time.
Oh.
And like the video, and then people in the comments like, oh, they're trying to be fucking.
Yeah.
You know.
But I
About
think
it.
more locals go to Stagecoach. More Mexicano,
Yeah.
more Latinos go to Stagecoach that are locals.
Yeah,
In my
sure.
circle, that's what I see.
I see that
Yeah.
too.
I don't
Yeah.
see a lot of my
I see that too.
age going to Coachella. They're locals.
I see a lot of my female followers and friends going to Stagecoach.
Shit, that's what So before we take off, where can people find you on social media and all those good stuff?
Y'all can find me. I'm just kidding. Lady Propr on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. What else is out there?
I don't know.
Facebook,
Facebook.
MySpace. What else?
Twitch.
Yeah, that's it. Just at Lady Propr, PROPR, no E. Yeah.
And you?
And then you guys can find me on Instagram, X Bryan Matthew, X old school MySpace name, and you can find my video and editing stuff at b.roll_NPC, and that's got all my
Oh, shit.
media production crew.
That's sick.
Nice.
Yeah, happened to work out that way. So I was like, okay, I like that. I'll use it because I do music too, and I got an NPC, so let's run it.
That's dope.
Oh, that's dope. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Shit, you got to do everything these days.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for coming on the podcast. And it was so much fun. I definitely got to stay in contact with you guys because we'll do another podcast in the future too.
Yeah.
And I want to interview you one day.
Hey, dear Indio on Instagram. How?
I mean, she
That's a
is.
sponsor to the drunkenness right now.
So thank you guys.
Yeah.
Madrina. Thank you guys for watching.
My quinceañera.
Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.
Woo.
Sweet.
Yoo-hoo.